played this record as frequently as possible.
Hey everyone, it's me Mr. G. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another collections video. So we're down to the final 4 consoles in my collection. Today we're going to do the PlayStation 3. I did have a PlayStation 3 when it came out. I was living in New York City when it came out. I bought one about 2 years after it launched, and I do remember buying it when I lived in New York City, and I do remember it being my first Blu-ray player. I still have a PlayStation 3 in my bedroom. We still watch Blu-rays on it all the time. I do feel that arguably the PlayStation 3 is the best Sony PlayStation there is. I know I say the PlayStation 4 is the best. I do think the PlayStation 4 is the best, but in terms of the library, the PlayStation 3 is untouchable. It has such quality games and it has such a huge quantity of games. I know the PlayStation 2 had a lot of good games, but the PlayStation 3 has so many good games and such a huge library of amazing games. Not only were there one amazing game on the system, but most of the times there were 2 or even 3. There were trilogies of amazing games on the system. I find games all the time for the system and they're always amazing. I have a massive collection here. I have like 4 or 5 huge stacks here to go through. It's funny though, because of all the PlayStations that have come out, the PlayStation 3 was the worst selling one of all of them. The PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 4 sold over 100 million copies each. But the PlayStation 3... Lucy! No! Sorry, my cat's trying to jump up and knock over my camera. She better not. Anyway, as I was saying, the PlayStation 3 only sold 70 million copies. It was the least selling, the worst selling console of them all, which is strange because, as I said, this is arguably is the best Sony PlayStation there is. So anyway, let's jump into it. I have a lot of games to look at, and I got quite a few stacks here to go through. So, Lucy, no, come here, baby. You're a naughty baby. Okay, Lucy's gone. Let's do this. Okay, I went into Goodwill once, and I walked in, and they had the GoldenEye Special Edition sitting in a Goodwill. It was $20. It came with the gun, the game, the camera, the PlayStation Move. Lucy! Baby, come on! Sorry. Look at this naughty baby. Alright, sorry, we're back. Okay, as I said, we had $20 in Goodwill. Picked this up in Goodwill for $20. What a score. Has everything in it. Really amazing game. So I do have that in my collection. And then we have a loose copy of FIFA 12, which I don't know why I have a loose copy where the box is. Okay, we have Prototype, which I've never played. Motorstorm, which was a launch racing title. It's okay. Genja, Days of the Blade, which I've never played. Lego Batman 2. I really like the Lego Batman games. And Little Big Planet. And we have The Bureau, which I've never played. Tron Evolution. Time Shift. Virtual Fighter 5. And Gran Turismo 5. Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix. LA Noire, which I have on my Nintendo Switch. A really cool skating series. I have Skate 3. It's the only one I have on the PlayStation 3. Rage. Rage was a really cool shooter. A classic that's on every single system known to man. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Mass Effect 3, which I have on my Wii U. Heavenly Sword. It's one game I've always wanted to play that I've never played. Looks really cool. And then a classic, Metal Gear Solid 4. Okay, so we have 3 Ratchet and Clank games. We have Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time, Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction, and just the Ratchet and Clank game. Really great series on the PlayStation 3, the Ratchet and Clank games. I have the Sly Raccoon collection, which I have on my PlayStation 2. South Park, The Stick of Truth, which is, I gotta put this back. This is a great RPG series. I love the South Park RPG series. Saints Row 4, really cool open world game like Grand Theft Auto, sorry. And then Journey Collector's Edition, which has Flower, Journey, and Flow. I love Journey. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how beautiful this game is. It's such a moving, emotional experience to play through this game. It really touches your soul. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful experience to play Journey. I think I played it like 6 times now. Every time I play it, oh, my heart just fills with joy. It's such an amazing game. I have the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, Lost Planet 2, Time Crisis 4, Duke Nukem Forever, Ninja Gaiden Sigma, really hard games. Heavy Rain, I've talked about Quantic Dream before. I love Quantic Dream games. Their stories in these games are amazing. I love Heavy Rain. It's the favorite one. It's my favorite one in the series. Really, really love Heavy Rain. And then this is from the PlayStation 1 and they redid it on the PS3. Twisted Metal. Really, really cool game. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is amazing. I love Tomb Raider. This is such a great series. It's up there with the Uncharted games for me. Especially this one. This one was really, really cool. Max Payne 3, another great game. Deus Ex Human Revolution, really cool. Prince of Persia, this was a really cool game. I like Prince of Persia quite a bit. Metro Last Light, that's a great shooter series. Persona 4 Arena. I've never played any of the Persona games. I need to jump into it. Doom 3, really, really cool. Dead Rising 2. Dragon's Crown. As I said before, I love Muramasa and Odin Sphere. I love Dragon's Crown. The graphics in these games are so good. I really, really love them. Catherine, which is now on the Nintendo Switch. Catherine is a great game. One of the best collections ever. The Orange Box has Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, Portal. Incredible, incredible game. And then I have Portal 2. I actually played Portal 2 for the very first time recently during the pandemic. I heard such good things about this game, so I decided to put it on and play it. Was not disappointed. This game is so, so good. The puzzles are ingenious. The story is really cool. The graphics are great. And the ending with the final boss is so clever and so well made. Really, really great game. It deserves all the hype it gets. The Infamous 2 series. This is Infamous 2. I do love this series. It's really, really cool. And then Just Cause 2, which is another cool open world series. Okay, we still have 3 large piles to go. So that's 2 down. Soul Calibur 4. My favorite fighting series of all time, as everybody knows. I keep saying. That's really, really cool because you play as Darth Vader in this one. On the Xbox 360 version, you play as Yoda. So this was a really, really great game. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Pretty cool crossover. Just regular Mortal Kombat. This is actually factory sealed. I found this factory sealed, so it's never been opened. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Tried to be like Super Smash Brothers, but didn't even get close. It was a kind of a failed series because they really didn't do very well with it. Sony, they tried too hard. It didn't work. Amazing fighting game. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. This looks amazing. I love that game. And then Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And then Tekken 6. Street Fighter 4, which I thought was just okay. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This is pretty good. Super Street Fighter 4. Injustice Gods Among Us. I really like the game, but I played it on the Wii U. Blaze Blue Continuum Shift. That's okay. The very first Infamous, which I just have in a little sleeve. And then Far Cry 3, which I finished. I love Far Cry 3. I thought it was really, really cool. SSX, not as good as the other SSX games. They just try to add too much into it, and it just didn't work. It does look good. It has a cool soundtrack, but it's just not enjoyable like the other SSX games. And then we have Burnout Paradise, which is a really great racing series. especially Burnout Paradise. Ridge Racer 7, Sega Rally Revo, Mod Nation Racers, Blur is pretty cool. It's kind of like Mario Kart, but with real cars. Split Second is amazing. It was actually made by Disney Studios. This is a great, great racing game. And then a really amazing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. That's great. It just came out on the Switch recently as well. Okay, we got 2 more stacks to go. Let's do this. So we have Diablo 3. I don't like the Diablo games. I'm not fans of those games. I have God of War Collection, which is a HD remaster of God of War 1 and 2 from the PlayStation 2. This is factory sealed. I found it factory sealed. And then God of War 3, which I finished. I love God of War 3. I thought it was really, really cool. I have a sealed copy of Darksiders 2. Unfortunately, the disc is loose inside. I can hear it. Love Darksiders 2. I finished it on the Wii U. I thought it was an amazing game. I really, really loved it. I have Battlefield 3. A sealed copy of Battlefield Bad Company 2. I did find a sealed copy of that. A sealed copy of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And then quite a few Call of Duty games here. I have, let's see, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3. I do like the Call of Duty games. They are really cool. And the PlayStation 3 is what made the Call of Duty games. That's where when it came out and when it took off. Everybody under the sun fell in love with Call of Duty because of the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. And then I have, this is also another series that started on the PlayStation 3 that is huge to this day. Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, and Assassin's Creed, the Ezio trilogy. Ezio, I think that's how you say it. So I have 3 Assassin's Creed games. I need 3 and I need 4. 3 I loved and 4 was probably the best one. Red Dead Redemption. I did finish Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm yet to play the first one, unfortunately. I heard this game is amazing, so one day I'll jump into it. Metal Gear Rising. That's a really, really great game. I love Metal Gear Rising. And then I do take my greatest hits red boxes and I put them into horror games because I think they look great with horror games. So I have Devil May Cry, which isn't one of the best Devil May Cry games, but it is still pretty cool. The Devil May Cry HD collection, that's great. Devil May Cry 4, I really like Devil May Cry 4. Resident Evil 5, not as good as the other Resident Evils, but it is still pretty cool. Aliens vs Predator, that's pretty cool. Demon Souls, this actually just got remade for the PlayStation 5. It looks amazing on the PlayStation 5. I'm not a fan of these games. I just find them too hard and too annoying for me. Dark Souls, which is another game in that series. The Darkness 2, I used to love this comic book series, so that's so cool to have a game for it. And then The Evil Within, really cool game, very gruesome, but it's very, very cool. And then we're down to the final stack, which is quite high, so let's get into it. We have Dishonored. Dishonored is a really, really, really cool game. That's a really, really great game. And then I have Final Fantasy 13, which I didn't enjoy. Not many people like this game. It just wasn't fun. Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns, which I've never played. And then Final Fantasy 13 2, which I've also never played. So I have 3 Final Fantasy 13 games in my collection. They look good, but they're just not fun. Then I have Tales of Xillia 2. I think that's how you say it. Xillia 2. And Tales of Zestria. I think that's how you say it. I do love the Tales series. They're such a great RPG series, so I do have 2. And then we have Killzone 2 and Killzone 3. I love both of these games. Killzone 3 I think looks amazing. It's probably my favorite one. Also a really, really great series on the PlayStation 3. Really, really great shooters. I finished both of those. Crysis 2 and Crysis 3. I did finish Crysis 2. I thought Crysis 2 was excellent. I'm yet to actually play Crysis 3. They're really long games, so it'll take me a while to play these. But those are also really amazing shooters on the system. And then we have a series that I've never played, but I own them all. We have Borderlands, Borderlands 2, and I have Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, and Borderlands the pre-sequel. So I have 4 Borderlands games on my PlayStation 3. One series I've never played. I have to play it one of these days. It's quite sad I haven't played them. Another amazing trilogy. We got 3 games in the series that are on the PlayStation 3. Resistance, Fall of Man, Resistance 2, and Resistance 3. I did like the Resistance game. I finished all 3 of them. The first one I thought was a bit long and kind of hard. 2 upped the ante quite a bit. It looked amazing. It was like 10 times the size. But 3 is my favorite. I love the color palette. I love the combat. I did enjoy the Resistance game. So we had 3 Resistance games on the PlayStation 3. Okay. Possibly one of the best trilogies of all time. Started on the PlayStation 3. We got 3 games in the series. We got Arkham Asylum Batman. Amazing game. And then we got one of the best games of all time, the sequel, Arkham City, Batman Arkham City. I still have it sealed. One of my favorite games of all time. Phenomenal, phenomenal game. And then I have the game of the year, Arkham City. And then also an amazing game, Arkham Origins, Batman Arkham Origins. So we had 3 Batman games on the PlayStation 3. 3 amazing games on the system. Honestly, if you've never played these Batman games, you should definitely give it a try. They are amazing. And then we had 2 of the best games of all time, Grand Theft Auto 4, and one of my favorite games of all time, Grand Theft Auto 5. And then I have Grand Theft Auto 4 episodes from Liberty City. So we had 3 Grand Theft Auto games on the PlayStation 3. Some of the best games of all time, especially Grand Theft Auto 5. What an amazing game. But I don't need to tell anybody because everybody's played it, you all know. And then we have arguably the best trilogy on the system and arguably the best trilogy of all time. It made the PlayStation 3. It made the Sony brand. It's still popular to this day. Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, and Uncharted 3. Arguably the best trilogy of all time. Incredible, incredible, incredible games. I did love Uncharted 2, but I do think Uncharted 3 is my favorite. Just phenomenal storytelling, set pieces, gameplay, graphics. Just an incredible trilogy. Everybody knows that it is. And this was a PlayStation 3 exclusive. Phenomenal. We got 3 games in the series. Another great, incredible trilogy. You could argue this is also one of the best trilogies of all time. It started on PlayStation 3 and we got 3 games in the series. Bioshock, Bioshock 2, and Bioshock Infinite. And I also have Bioshock 2 and 1 Collection, Ultimate Rapture. So we got 3 of the best shooters of all time. I love Bioshock Infinite. I think I played through it 4 times now. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Phenomenal game. It has such an incredible story. Bioshock 2 I also love. Bioshock 1 was great. Just a phenomenal trilogy on the PlayStation 3. Some of the best games of all time. Just incredible, incredible games on the PlayStation 3. And then we have another... Oh my gosh, the PlayStation 3, come on. Another incredible trilogy. I love this trilogy. I don't know why they don't do a remaster for it or bring it to the Switch or bring out another one. I do know that this company was shut down, but Dead Space 2, and I thought I had Dead Space 3. I guess... But I have Dead Space... Oh, this is Dead Space 3. My bad. So, Dead Space 2, the collector's edition I have, because this is my favorite one, and Dead Space 3. So, this trilogy, oh my god, is this an amazing trilogy. They are great shooters, they are great horror games, they are great sci-fi stories, 2 being the best one. 2 is phenomenal. The Dead Space was the first game I bought when I bought my PlayStation 3, and it just blew my mind. I love this trilogy. I wish they would make more games in the series. I wish they would bring it to the Switch. I would play it again. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal series. Such an amazing trilogy, and that's also on the PlayStation 3. It's crazy how many amazing games are on the PlayStation 3. And then I have we're down to the last of my collection. These are a whole bunch of steel books I have. I have God of War Ascension steel book. Really, really cool. I'll keep that for last because I got to talk about that game last. Dante's Inferno, which is not a steel book, but it does have a really cool slipcover. So I've got that. Beyond Two Souls, I talked about Heavy Rain earlier. This is the steelbook edition. I love steelbooks. Another amazing game with an amazing story. Black Ops 1 steelbook I have. As I said, I love steelbooks. Fear 2, it's got a really cool slipcover. It's actually factory sealed. Oh, I didn't even know it's factory sealed. So I have a factory sealed Fear 2. Fallout New Vegas. I've never played any of the Fallout games, unfortunately. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Special Edition Steelbook I have. And I actually do have Assassin's Creed 3. I didn't even realize. Steelbook Assassin's Creed 3. I love Steelbooks. I keep saying that. I love Assassin's Creed 3. That was a great game. And then the last game I have in my collection, arguably the best game on the system, arguably one of the greatest games of all time. It is in my top 3 games of all time. I have talked about it before. It is an incredible, incredible game. It has one of the best stories of any medium ever. If you've been watching my channel, you know what I'm talking about. The Last of Us. I have the Steelbook Special Edition. The Last of Us is truly an incredible, incredible game. It has the best story you can ever see or read or play. The story in this is phenomenal. The characters are amazing. You fall in love with them. The world at which it's set in is amazing. The gameplay is amazing. It is in my top 3 games of all time, as I said. It is truly a masterpiece, and it is arguably the best game on the PlayStation 3. So anyway, that was my collection. What an amazing collection. Seriously, the PlayStation 3 arguably is the best Sony PlayStation of all time. That library is crazy. Trilogies of amazing games. I'm finding PlayStation 3 games all the time. It's a very easy system to collect for. You always find games out in the wild. All of these are found in Goodwill or thrift stores or yard sales. A lot of them are picked up from GameStop because you can get PlayStation 3 games. Well, not anymore, but you used to for like $2, $3, $5. Did pick up a lot from GameStop. It is truly an amazing library. I don't know what else to say. It's such a great system. I do think the PlayStation 4 is the best because of the quality games, but in terms of quality and quantity, the PlayStation 3 is unmatched. So anyway, that was my collection. I hope everybody enjoyed watching the video. Tell me if you like the PlayStation 3 as much as I do. It is an amazing system. So anyway, tune back tomorrow. We're going to do the Xbox 360. It is the largest collection I have. I think I have almost 200 games for it. So anyway, tune back tomorrow. We'll watch that. So I'm Mr. G. Give me a like, subscribe. I'm out.